Maria here, and today I'm super excited. So I'm recording this on April 15th. It probably won't go up for a couple of days, but the Sweet Peach palette was just released at Sephora. So like a total makeup geek and nerd, I went to Sephora before it opened at West Edmonton Mall, and I got there at about, I don't know, close to 10 to 10, I'd say. The store opened at 10, and there was already a lineup of about 6 different girls. So we all stood around kind of laughing because we all knew why we were there to get this thing. So I am super excited. Bottom line, like, I know it's hyped up and stuff like that. I just really love Too Faced. They have done such a good job of marketing their products for girly girls, I guess. Maybe that's what it is. But anyway, this is the palette. This is what it comes in. And I thought I would just come on camera right away and talk about it because everyone's talked about it. I want to talk about it too. Yeah, I do. So this is what it looks like. And first thing, I noticed you could smell the peach smell right through the thing. And I agree. Some people said it smells more like peach candy. Definitely, to me, it's more of a peach candy, but it still smells very nice. And this is the package. It looks so beautiful. I am so nerdy and so excited. So anyway, these are the colors on the back, and I thought I would do this on camera, open it up, and then what I'm gonna do is a live swatch on my eyes. So we will put each color on one of my eyeballs, and we'll take a look at the colors, and yeah, we'll see what we think, and you'll get to experience the excitement with me. Yes. So, oops. Okay, so that's what it looks like, and I just love it. Like, I do. I'm a freak. I can't help it. So this says Too Faced, and then it says Sweet Peach on it right there, and it's just beautiful, and it's very similar to all their other packaging. Oh, and then this is the palette. So those are the shades right there. And I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it beyond that. They also give you the lookbook, which they do that with all their palettes. And I'll do the same thing I do with all of these little cards. For whatever reason, for the Too Faced ones, I always just store it in the lid. And I am super, super, super pumped. So I'm going to zoom you in a little bit closer, and we'll start swatching these. I'm going to take off the little bit of eye makeup that I have, and then I'll put just my NYX shadow base down for each color, just so that we get kind of a truer feel for what they look like with the primer on, because I always use primer. So before I zoom you in to do the live swatches on my balls, that's terrible, on my eyeballs, I thought I'd just kind of give you a comparison price-wise, how much per gram different products are, just so that it kind of shows you that even though you're paying, like this one was $59, the chocolate bar palettes on the whole are around that price, Canadian. But there's 17.1 grams of product in this. So it breaks down to $3.50 per gram of product for the Facebook one, I'm just too excited for the Too Faced products. So in comparison, if you look at a MAC shadow, their single pounds are 1.3 grams of product for $8 in Canada now. So that works up to $6.15 per gram. And then a Makeup Forever shadow, they're a little larger, they're 1.98 grams per pan. And of course, if you buy 3 pans for those ones, you get a better deal. But just looking at the per pan price, they're $25 in Canada, which works out to $12.62 per gram. So when you look at it that way, the Too Faced shadows are definitely a decent price per gram compared to even MAC. So just thought I'd point that out. So anyway, I'm going to zoom you in and we'll start the swatches. Yay! So I'm going to start with the NYX shadow base. I'm going to start with the lightest row, and I'll work my way down. So I'll go there, 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 and then we'll end up doing those dark shades last. Okay, so this one is White Peach, and this one is Nectar, and I love Nectar. It's gorgeous. White Peach is a great shade. It's light enough for me to use as a brow bone highlight and that sort of thing. Okay, so this time we've got Peaches and Cream, which is kind of just a light It's a really pretty color. It's like a light peachy color. That would work really good as a transition shade too. I've got a hair somewhere. Somewhere there's a hair. And then this one is Luscious, and that is, I would say that, like, that, I think that's going to be my favorite color, but maybe there'll be lots of them. So far, I think that all of the shades are rather peachy. So I've heard that, like, oh, it's so dark, and it is dark, but they've all got kind of a peach undertone to them. So I love this shade, and it looks really wet, and it looks wet and delicious, and I love it. So we've got Cobbler on this eye and Georgia on this eye. So if you look at this palette, Peaches and Cream and then going to Cobbler would give you a really beautiful kind of matte look. Like, it'll blow it out really nice as far as colors are concerned. And then I love this Cobbler color as far as an overall lid color. Yay! Sorry if my lighting just changed. I had to change the battery in my ring light thing. So yeah. It might be different, but I think it's close to true to color anyway. So we're moving on to the two colors I'm most excited about, Just Peachy and Candied Peach. The thing is that when you're doing this, the smell of the peaches is so wonderful. Like, I love it. It smells so summery, and it smells so summery and phenomenal. So this is Just Peachy and this is Candied Peach, and the Just Peachy is beautiful. It's got like gold kind of shimmers through it, which I think you can see. It really reflects the light really prettily. And then this color, it's got gold reflects in it, like little micro glitters or whatever. But to me, it translates pretty matte. Like, I can see a little bit of the glimmers, but for the most part, it's matte. So again, if you wanted just a really soft, peachy eye, if you used Peaches and Cream, Georgia, and Candied Peach, that would give you a really soft, matte looking eye. But so far, I'm super impressed with the pigmentation of these. I think they're awesome on the eyes. This one is Caramelized, and this one is Bless Her Heart. And I love both of them. This Caramelized color is such an interesting color. It's almost a greeny, peachy, goldy color. I don't know, but I actually love it. And then this is the green shade, and that one as well is awesome. And so far, to me, the pigmentation in this palette is almost better than the Too Faced Bonbons palette. They're less hard somehow in the pan, so that's what I'm finding anyway. Next two colors are Bellini and Puree. So we've got Bellini here, and that one's even more goldy peach than the Just Peachy. The Just Peachy is a little bit more pink. So that one and Bellini, they're similar. I like them both, but they are a little bit similar. And then Puree is this color, and this kind of reminds me of the matte version somehow of this caramelized color. So those ones would really work together well if you wanted to do kind of a monochromatic eye. Okay, I keep squealing, like I squeal like a schoolgirl. I'm so pumped. So this is Tempting and Peach Pit. And Tempting, interestingly, like, it's supposed to be a black, but it's got, I don't know if it's got gold, or what the deal is, but it actually looks like kind of an interesting blacky green. So it would work really, really well with Bless Her Heart in particular to get kind of a interesting smoky or a halo or all sorts of different things. But I like this color, although it went awry on my eyelid and I look like Igor. Anyway, Peach Pit, that's this shade, and this is a gorgeous shade as well. Like, it's kind of it's like a plummy brown, and it's awesome. So we're down to the last four colors, and honestly, I'm kind of glad because at this point my eyelids are feeling almost numb from the rubbing, but it's worth it. Okay, so next one is Summer Yum, and it is the orangiest brown in the palette, and I think I'm gonna love it. So I have Summer Yum, which I absolutely love that shade, and then this one is Charmed, I'm Sure. That one I thought to myself, oh, I must not have cleaned off my brush, but I just did a swatch on my hand. It's a lot cooler than I would have anticipated. So it does have kind of a, I don't know, more of a gray brown effect on it. So it wasn't my shadow brush being a certain color. It definitely looks different in the pan, I think, than it does on the eye. That's that one, and that's on the eye. I guess it's close, like they're, not that you can see that, but yeah, so I love this one not so much. So the last two colors are Delectable and Delectable and Talk Derby to me. Okay, so this one's Delectable. I honestly didn't think that I would like either of these purples because I haven't been, I don't know, just wasn't sure I'd like them. I don't always like purple shadows. I love this one. Like the Delectable shade is a beautiful color. Like it's super rich and it's kind of a brownie purple, so it works really well. Love it. This one, however, is the only one in the palette that I would say I don't even, like I wished it wasn't there. I don't think I'll use this one very much at all. Like it's got the purple micro glitters in it, but overall it just comes off black. So, you know, I would have preferred a different shade and just had this one. It would have been cool if there was maybe a little bit deeper shade than this one, than the Summer Yum, or even if there was like another kind of more peachy pink, vibrant shade, or even a bright purple like the one that's in the peanut butter and jelly one. So something like that would have been better, I think, than this one. But that's, to me, the only disappointment. Okay, so those were all the swatches. I just kind of touched up my eyes a little bit after using those dark shades. It was, yeah, time for a little bit of a refresher on the makeup. Anyway, back to the Sweet Peach and the beauty of the whole entire thing. I really like this. I'm excited to use it. Next video will be a tutorial using this palette. I know I'm going to use this palette a lot, so if you can still get your hands on it, I would recommend it. I think that the colors are fantastic. They definitely work really well with my eye color, and I am looking forward to using this all summer long. Well, let's face it, I'll use it all the time, period. Again, I like the fact that it smells like peach. It's kind of an overpowering smell if you're sensitive to scents, so keep that in mind. I find that the chocolate palettes with the chocolate scent lingers a little bit, so this might be the same. I didn't notice it though. Yeah, and I'm not disappointed with any of the shades other than this one here, this Talk Derby to me. Yeah, it's just it looks more matte black with purple glitters than it does purple. So I wish that that wasn't there. Other than that, I love all the shades. Yeah, I can't complain about any of them really. So like the pigmentation, there's no duds that I could see. I think they'll blend the same way all Too Faced shadows blend. And let's face it, it's just plain cute. And I love it. I can't help myself. So anyway, I hope that that was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, share, all those fun things, and we'll talk to you soon.